Hi everybody, welcome. We're here at the Grand Lake Metro Rec District, GLMRD Trailhead. I'm going to take you on a little tour. We've been doing a lot of work this year on our trails, and I've been meaning to get some recordings of things, and I wanted to show people around what we've been working on this summer. So we started at the Trailhead, the parking area there, and we're just cruising along a nice, simple little trail here. A lot of things have been happening this year. We've put in a beginner bike loop that's about 3/4 of a mile long. That's what I'm going to be showing you on this video. We are done with that little section of trail, and we head to this. This is basically a road, but it is, for now, our way down to the rest of the trails. It's not too bad on the roughness, the rocks and the things. It's been cleaned up quite a bit. If you've been on our trails in years past, you'll probably know that our trails have been pretty technical. There's a lot of rocks. There's a lot of sections that you're picking your way through slowly just to stay on the bike. This year we've been trying to change that. So this beginner bike loop is a new addition. There's a new trail coming up in just a little bit that gets us around a hill. There's some other things that have been changed and improved so that kids and families and beginners can get out there as well. So we're still cruising along here. The trail that we're actually on is a section of river trail. We call this whole thing river trail because it will eventually get you to the Colorado River, although we're not going to go there in this video. Here we're going to sort of turn left. This just continues on river trail, but we're back to single track. It's a little rough in this section. There's some rocks. And now we're going to turn left. This is brand new this year. Opened this up, I think it was late June. If you've been here before, the old trail went up and over that ridge that you can see, and it was very rocky, very technical, very advanced. This section is a lot smoother. Right there, there's a couple fun rollers for the kids, so you can pump and get some speed off of those. But you can see that this climb up to the ridge area and where the trails meet is a lot easier and a lot smoother. So this is the loop itself. We're going to take the left. I recommend going clockwise around the loop. I think that's the fun way to go. So all of this that we're on now is brand new trail. We're going to kind of bop around through the trees here. A little berm there. Right now we're on an old road that doesn't get used anymore for anything. This used to be a cross-country ski trail, but it's not anymore. So we're borrowing the relatively smooth surface that's there. We'll climb up this next hill. Over this hill is one of my favorite sections in the beginner loop. There's a couple of nice berms, and you can keep your speed and really lean into them. Here we go. We're going to drop down. And here comes our first big berm to the right. Take the next one to the left. And now shoot down the hill. And there's a big rock in front of us. You can go left around it. You can go right over the top of it. If you carry enough speed, you can jump off of it. So I like having options in my trails. So if you don't want to do any of that, you can stay left and just stay on the ground. You can do all sorts of things with that big boulder. It's kind of a lot of fun. So what we're doing now is we've joined up with Warbler Trail. This is a section of Warbler Trail that is smooth and easy for biking. There's other sections of Warbler that are a lot more challenging. So I've doubled up here. This is Warbler and the Moose Meander bike loop. But pretty soon we're going to turn off of Warbler and go to just the bike section. And here we are. We're going to take a right down a little bit of a road. If you like to cross-country ski in the winter, this is Randall's Romp in the winter. But we weren't on it very long. We're going to take a left and head up into the woods, back on single track. A little bit of a climb here. We're going uphill, and it is a little bumpy, especially when we get to the crest of this hill right there. There's a lot of rocks in this area, but it's very rideable. And we're going to touch the road again just for a little bit and turn right back off, back into single track. Wanted to keep it in the trees and in the shade as much as I could, this trail, and I think it's fun being in the forest instead of out on a road. Little berm turn there. This is another section that I like, and a small berm here. And this section of trail kind of wiggles around. We're going to go back into the trees here in a moment. There to the left was a trail junction. That's how you can get to the rest of River Trail if you're riding River Trail and trying to get down to the river. But we're just doing the loop, so we're climbing. This hill is bigger than it looks for some reason. It's kind of weird. But it's still very climbable. Into the trees again. Coming up is a feature that I like. You have a couple of choices once again. If you don't want to do any rocks, you can just go around. You can do the small rock, which I did, that has a little drop off of it. You can do the big rock that you saw there. And it's very rollable. You don't have to jump it or anything. And this rock is also very rollable. I like to do that one. There's a big roller right here. Help you pump a little bit to get some speed going up the hill. It's kind of fun to come down this hill and go the other way and do that roller. But like I said, I think clockwise is the most fun way to do this loop, but you never know. And so right now we are on a road section. This is a trail called Shortcut in the wintertime, so we're borrowing it. It's nice and smooth, so I didn't want to change anything. And that was a little climbing section. We're back to a big trail junction right here. There's a whole bunch of trails that join here. River Trail, you can get to the lodge from there, or the clubhouse if it's golf season. Now we're gonna head back into the trees, and we're doubling up with a section of River Trail here. This section coming up is a little bit of a challenge. It's a little tighter. There's a handful of trees and rocks and things to avoid. Nothing too terrible though. Definitely nothing beyond a beginner intermediate kind of a level. And we're climbing back up. We take this little right hand cut off just to make it easier to join the next section of trail. And we're doubled up with warblers again. We go down this hill. This is a rocky section. I chose to leave it a little bit rocky. It's nothing terrible, but a couple of rocks just to kind of bump around through. And we're going to turn left up ahead to get back to the loop. That big boulder is actually kind of fun. You can roll over it in a variety of ways. And you can see that we are back to where we started, the loop section at the top of that climbing hill. So hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you out on the trails.